Hello, boys.
Hello, boys.
Hello, Mark. Ah! Richard Spade Jr.
I'm on this side of the stage now.
How you doing? Good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Ooh, shiny.
Shiny fun.
Shiny stuff. I like to see a drummer. Shiny stuff.
Shiny stuff for drummers.
Yeah.
Something only drummers get.
Ooh, sparkly.
What do singers get?
Nothing.
Exactly. That's what they deserve.
All the attention.
All the attention. All right, Mark, as you were, sir.
See you guys later. Hey, guys! Here we are in not quite Seattle. Just as rainy, just as cold, just as Pacific Northwest as it's ever been. How you guys doing? You good? Have a good weekend? How many of you here, this is your first convention? Holy mother of Mowgli. That's pretty amazing. How many of you have not been to the Saturday night special concert? Not been. So I expect to see you all there later tonight. Good chance I might be going. We shall see. It's one of my favorite things. It's like we get to see so many of you guys and interact with you as the weekend goes on. But the concert for me has always been the most special part of it because get to give a little back, make your ears bleed. This is a good way to go. So, hey, nice growth you have there. A small dog's head protruding from your leg. All right, who's got a question? Get on with it.
Hi, Mark. So I wanted to ask you about your episodes on Medium.
Yeah.
You once said that the last episode that you were in was meant to be much darker than what appeared. Do you remember how much darker it was meant to go?
Yeah, I do. It was supposed to be a lot different. Robbie Thompson had a lot to do with it, but I think it was, it would have been darker, but it wasn't. It's pretty dark. It's Medium. I'm a dead serial killer that makes serial killers. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But the origin story was interesting to do, which was so I was doing this episode. I was doing 24 at the time. And they needed to kill me off because they refused to put any more actors on for a long run after they had Marwan in series 4. So series 5 was like, okay, well we've got to kill you off after like 6 episodes. I'm like, fine. And Glenn Gordon Karen called me and goes, "You dead yet?" And I'm like, "No." "I will be." He goes, "Good, because you can't die on my show because you're already dead." So it's kind of like Supernatural. So he got great glee in me doing that. But so we shot at Universal in what was the old Frankenstein area where the villages are, the European sort of old villages are. And so I'm in an origin story. I'm locked up in a jail in the 1880s or whatever. And over that little humpback bridge came a bunch of villagers with torches. And I got the giggles. I'm going, "Oh my God, this is 1919. Frankenstein movie stuff. It's like crazy the stuff we had to do, but it was fun. I really love that show. It's great.
It's a great character. You did really well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Next.
Hi, Mark. I'm Liz from.
So what?
Well, last time I talked to you was a couple years ago at VanCon, and we talked about how special the SB.
We're going to try to relive the past now. Or are you going to ask me a question?
We are, because what you said always hit home with me, and one of the things you said is that if you're at one of these things and you drop, you're gonna have 300 family members right there to pick you back up. And I just want to know that now that you've been in a health situation quite serious.
Health scare? I was dead. It's not a health scare. That's like pretty final.
I was trying to not make you feel.
I don't do anything by halves.
It was horrible. It freaked us all out. I know.
Freaked you out? How do you think I felt? God's sakes. That little health scare you had.
But how was it being on the receiving end of the SBN love?
What's it like being alive? Pretty
Being
much.
on the receiving end of the SBN love from the SBN
Genuinely and honestly, I know some of you are religious, some of you are not religious, some of you are of faith, some of you are not of faith. I know a lot of people prayed for me, which means an awful lot to me. As a human being, it means an awful lot to me. I mean, I always say keep taking the chemo, you know, but genuinely to know that I had the support and the love of a lot of people that cared about me. And when you're a kid and you're being very infantile, "Oh, nobody loves me. You know, if I died, I wonder who'd come to my funeral." Well, I've kind of found out. You know, it's a pretty extraordinary thing to see the amount of love that came to me, the amount of people that contacted me that I wasn't necessarily, I didn't think of as being that close to, but genuinely, was it something I said? It's a niche I found. But yeah, to genuinely have people re-engage and be aware of the situation. I mean, I had so little power in that situation. That's what frustrated me so much, is that I kept dying. It's not a good thing, but I fought every step of the way. I was lucid and talking through every event. And then I was dead, and then I'd come to and keep talking, which kind of confused things a bit. But as is my want, I am a talker. I can see you. But yeah, does it mean something? Yeah, it means something to me. This world is a really, really difficult place to live in. This is like the toughest times I think we've ever experienced. I was talking to my 25-year-old the other night, and it's like, it's so different for me. You know, everything's now filmed and everything is judged in a different way, and it's just a harsh place to be. And when I come to a convention, when I come and see your ugly brutish faces, I see your happy smiling faces, and I see you not only interacting with us, but the fact that you interact with each other and you support each other, it fills my heart, genuinely, it fills my heart. It's a fantastic thing. You know, how many people here are diagnosed with a mental health disorder? Diagnosed. Right? Okay. Put your hands up again, and now look around. Kind of amazing, huh? The other half of you are lying. Or you haven't been diagnosed yet. It'll come, trust me, it'll come. But the truth of the matter is this. You know, I'm sober 34 years, and in 34 years of being... I can genuinely tell you the last time I pissed on myself was dying of heart attacks, so that's pretty good. But 34 years of sobriety and 34 years of being in AA, I always thought of that as the greatest spiritual experiment that I've ever seen, and I've ever seen work. And I see it echoed here in the weirdest and most beautiful ways. Because we're all different, and we're all, you know, God's sakes, look at the different coloured hair we got, and our tattoos, and our lack of tattoos, and what we wear, and who we sleep with, who we vote for, how we identify, all these things make us very different. And in the outside world, that seems to be a problem. That seems to be a really serious problem. What fucking team do you support? You know, it's literally all we're doing now, you know? And when I come to a place like this and I see you guys, I realize it's about coming together, and that the only answer is love, and that the only answer is caring for each other. You get to feel good. You get to be amongst like-minded people and not be judged for you know, what you're wearing on your sleeve, which is usually your heart. But it's a massive thing, but you're not alone. Anyway, that's enough of that boring shit. Next.
Hi, my name's Vivian. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and
I won't hold that against you.
Thanks. I understand you lived there for some time?
Yeah, I did a series there called Leverage.
Can I ask if you ever went to a music venue called The Woods?
You go to the Woods. I played, is it the Star Theatre?
Okay,
I
cool.
played there with Robin Hitchcock.
Yes! Okay.
The 18th.
I might have had an agenda when I asked that question.
Played there with Luther Russell too.
Well, I want to talk about Robin Hitchcock.
Oh, okay.
You mentioned that at the Comic-Con in September, I'm keeping track. You mentioned...
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, okay. You mentioned that you had played with him early in his career.
Early in my career,
And
1982.
early- yes. What's your favorite song that you played with him from that time?
Robin?
Yes. One of the early songs.
Back then I used to love playing Insanely Jealous, but,
Yes.
we did that. So actually I signed a copy of the Record Day single that we did live at the Troubadour version of that. But he hates playing it because it's rather intense. It's a man who likes to take a nap before he goes on stage. Very weird.
And you played with him in 2017, right?
Played with 17, 18, played with him in 82.
That's
Time before
amazing.
that. Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
old. What? Who the hell did you come as? Huh?
It was left over from the last session.
Who'd you come as?
Cass.
Columbo?
No, just a random angel from somewhere. I'm not too sure.
Oh yeah, Constantine.
Yeah, sure. I was wondering, how good are you at tongue twisters? If you're good, can I get you to try one?
Which one?
Say Irish wristwatch 5 times fast.
Timex. Got one for you. Red lorry, yellow lorry.
Red, what?
Lorry. It's a truck in Ireland.
Lorry?
Lorry. Lorry.
Red lorry, yellow.
Exactly. Well done. Next.
Hi. Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay, sorry.
We can hear you.
I was wondering if you could swap lives with any one of your supernatural cast members, who would it be and why?
Write your own fan fiction. Next. I'm hanging out with the people that have no friends back here. Next.
Hi, I'm Charity. I'm from Eugene, Oregon.
Been there.
So
It's basically
my
a major
question-
roadworks on the way to Portland.
I mean, we drove through it. So my question, my dad and I really love Crowley, but he wanted to know, so I'm gonna ask, what's a funny accident that happened on set? Whether it's because the boys were pranking you and they had to shut it down,
Pranking me?
or even just, or what was like a funny accident that happened that they had to shut down set for a little bit?
No, it never happened to me.
I bet. They never
Didn't.
messed with you, did they?
The only time they ever had to shut down for 45 minutes is after Jared and Jensen had pied Misha when he was directing. Jared hit him so hard with a pie, I think he broke his nose. Took 45 minutes to clean the set. They've never pranked me. I'm an adult, I'd sue.
And plus also you're Crowley. Why would they prank the, King of Hell?
Yeah,
You would give them hell.
that's the best you got.
Better than nothing.
Okay. Next!
Hello, I'm Grace.
That's Charity. Hi, Grace.
I'm also from Portland, so I'm sorry about that.
No.
But no, I love Portland. Anyway, sorry. My question is, do you think there's a monster you could feasibly fight and win?
Yeah. I'm sober 34 years. Oh yeah. And I have children. Next.
Hello, my name is Elisa and I'm here from Ontario, Canada.
Hi.
My question is, as an actor who has played on so many geek fandom shows, like Supernatural and Firefly, Doctor Who, Star
You gonna
Trek.
name them all?
There's too many. What is on your bucket list to still do?
Can't tell you that. Can't tell you that. The last time I had a... Run, Forrest, run. last time I had a question that was somewhat similar to that. I was on my way to go do Doctor Who, and nobody was supposed to know. So they were like, who's on your bucket list? I'm like, I don't know, it might be fun to do like Who or something. But I can't say that because then I end up doing things. You're late. Do you have a note? Did you bring a note? What were you doing? Did you wash your hands? What? You were at the start and you left? You couldn't find anything better to do? Hi. You okay? Good, I'm glad. Now back to the show. What do you want? When do you want it?
Hi, I'm next if that's okay. Well, I was going to ask, what's the hardest scene in Supernatural for you to have filmed, whether that be like physically or emotionally?
What do you think it was?
Maybe the scene where you died in the end?
No, that was easy.
Oh, okay.
I had another job, I was fine. No, the end of season 8. My favourite and the hardest one to do. There you go.
Thank you.
Great question. Next.
Hi, I'm Jenny, and I was wondering when you and Neil Gaiman are going to team up so both Crowleys can meet up.
I hear that. Say again.
Hi, I'm Jenny, and I was wondering if you're going to team up with Neil Gaiman and have both Crowleys meet
Well,
up.
both Neil and I, unfortunately, very publicly had a conversation on Twitter. So we've had plans, but we'll see how it goes.
I saw that on Twitter, that's why I asked.
Yeah. Our representation went, stop that. It's kind of fun. But yeah, I love to work with Neil. I love him lots. He's an amazing guy. Great writer. Great writer. We shall see. We've always wanted to work together, so hopefully we'll get to do it.
Hi, I'm Nessa. My friends and I like to joke that you are the king of science fiction because you've been in so many science fiction shows. And I was just wondering, my personal favorite is Firefly. I love Badger.
You were wondering whether your favorite show was what?
I'm
wondering right now.
I was wondering what your favorite science fiction character was to play and why.
This one, right here, right now, because there's no other better place to be. Next.
Hi, my name is Robbie. I'm from Snohomish. My sister is recently sober, so I am wondering what is something that your loved ones did to help you stay on track?
How are you supposed to help your sister?
I think we're all supposed to help each other.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just the nature of the world, but it's a hard thing to do. You can't make somebody sober. You can't stop somebody drinking. You can't... There isn't enough love on the planet to make somebody not do something if they can't find some kind of replacement for it, if they can't find some sort of more positive way to act. I mean, I'm an alcoholic, and as an alcoholic, you know, I would tend towards negative behaviors. And I put it to you this way, if alcohol did for you what it did for me, you'd be drinking right now. It's the easiest way to put it. So your support is essential, but there's not a lot you can do. It depends. How long is she sober?
This time she's been sober about 8 months.
That's incredible. I think that's amazing. Just remember, it's one day at a time. And if you're an asshole when you were drunk, you're still an asshole when you're sober. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not calling your sister an asshole, but it's like, it doesn't necessarily change one's destructive or difficult personality traits, but it can help. You know what I mean? So be you, and just stay being you is the best thing you can be.
Thank you.
That's the best thing you can do for us anyway. Because we're pretty selfish and destructive, and quite immature. If you're going to build a career out of using drugs and alcohol, you kind of put all the grown-up stuff away and you operate from a very sort of broken, young, emotional position. And it takes a lot to unlearn that crap, you know, and the families take a lot of the brunt of it. And there is an organization called Al-Anon, which is for the family groups, which is for people that don't have a disease, but have to live with people that do. And if you need help, that's actually a very good group of people to talk to.
Thank you.
Seriously. Hey.
Hi, my name is Peyton, and you're like my favorite character in the show. This is like my.
I can't hear you, madam. I'm old and deaf. Speak up a little bit.
Hi, my name is Peyton, and you're like my favorite character in the show. And this is like.
Oh yeah, well that's obvious. Who the hell else is this? Stupid angel, never learned anything in 14 years.
This is like my first convention.
It is?
Yeah. But like, what was it like for you to like?
What was it like to be with Jensen? What was it like doing the Demon Dean era, you mean? That part, where he and I teamed up.
Yeah, cause like your character and him and like the sarcasm with it was like very funny.
It's one of my favorite things to do. I wish they'd run it for another 3 or 4 episodes. It would have been a lot more fun. You did good. You didn't die. You're following me now. Hey. Anyone else? Oh, right. I just literally walk away from you right at the time you're about to talk.
Hi, I'm Trinity. I'm from Everett, and
Trinity, Charity, Grace.
Love
We need some faith and some hope. Is there any faiths and hopes here?
So you are one half of like almost all my favorite duos in the show, and so I was wondering which character was your favorite to play against as Crowley?
I don't know. They were all fun in different ways. I mean, I love stuff with Jim Beaver was fun to do. The Weekend of Bobby stuff was great to do. Demon Dean stuff was fun. Stuff with Sam. I mean, it was always fun. It was always a great thing to do. And they were all different. It was all a different. I love the stuff I did with Pellegrino early on, and that was good. But it's fun when you get to work with your friends. You get to work with people that are very good at what they do. It's always a joy. It's like. As I always said, there's 2 types of jobs in the world. There's the job you do so you can do the things you love. And that's a job, and that's fine, and it can be rewarding in and of itself. And then there's the job you love. And if you're lucky enough to do the job you love, that's the best possible job. So I love my job.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling. Good question. Who's next?
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm from North.
You're going to have to speak up.
Oh, I'm always really quiet. It's all right. I'm Kevin from North Bend, Washington, and Crowley has been my favorite demon since I started watching Supernatural. And I was actually curious for Crowley's torture methods, what would be his most destructive or favorite torture instrument?
Listening to the Winchesters. Always caused him problems. And if he just hadn't listened to them at all, his life would have been so much better then. I think that's his most destructive trait.
That one?
Yeah. Cool. Hey.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne. I'm going to bring you all the way back over here.
Do you have the shortest seat in the world?
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Like I care.
So, there's very few actors and characters that make you applaud when they come back onto scene, and you are one of them. With the Culture Fly box, I wound up with an extra hellhound, and I want to give him to you.
Like a what?
From Culture Fly. It's our fandom where we get lots of stuff, and I have a hellhound for you.
For me?
For you.
That's really cool.
This is your headline.
Thank you. I think that's really cool. So you know my daughter Isabella's going to steal this, right? Absolutely. Okay, next.
Hi, I'm David. I'm from Chimicum, actually. You seem like a pretty funny asshole, so I was wondering if you listen to
Good luck with that, sunshine.
old UK punk.
What?
I was wondering if you listen to any old English punk music.
Old English punk? I was in the old English punk. Played on bands signed to Rough Trade from 1979 onwards.
Did you ever get a chance to play around Coxbar?
What?
Coxbar?
No, that's later stuff.
No, come on.
Yeah, it is. How old are you again?
35.
30? Child. I'm 60, dude, and I was the youngest in the bands that I was in. So, kind of fun. What was the first concert you ever went to?
Order of the Fly. It was a backyard punk show in San Bernardino, California.
Very cool. When?
04?
Wow, so long ago. I saw Chuck Berry at the New Victoria Theatre in 1976. That was my first concert. That was cool. And then I saw the Stranglers, the Dictators, and the Adverts at the Roundhouse the same year.
That's pretty right.
Yeah, there you go. Next!
So, I already asked Misha the same question.
Oh, God help you, recycling.
Well, you're the next
This is
guy.
wastewater from the Angel.
What's the weirdest interaction you've had with a fan?
My favorite one is that there was a very, 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 very tall girl in New Zealand, very tall, like maybe 6'5" or so, and she was shaking uncontrollably and very, very nervous. And I said to her, it's okay, take a deep breath. And she went, I'm just trying not to shit myself. And what do you say? Keep trying. There's not really a lot you can do to that one. I was actually with Amanda Tapping at the time, so it was even funny. But yeah, that's pretty fun. People are generally nice. What are you laughing at? Oh. You okay? Is this embarrassing you? My pleasure. Next.
Hi, Mark. In a panel in the past, you've talked about your son and how he's kind of been in the music production industry and has been very successful at that. And I was just kind of wondering, what he's doing now and what his career's been looking like recently.
What? Whose career? My son's?
Your son's, yeah.
He's doing great. I mean, he's doing. As I was saying, he's doing great. He's still doing what he's doing and making music and enjoying it. He's very, very good at what he does. So looking forward to seeing what he comes out with next. Everything's all pretty secret at that level, so I can't say what he's doing, but he is doing some stuff.
Thank you.
It's all good. Thank you for asking. What?
Hi, my name is Robina, and I wanted to ask you if you could play any superhero, which one would you play?
If I play any what?
Superhero.
Yeah. Who else is there? Best hero in the business. The Winchesters kill way more people than Crowley did. Crowley's the good guy. He is. True. You think I'm not noticing you filming me? Is that what that is? God's sakes. Next.
Hi, I'm Kelly from Colorado. If you could go back and change your career from not being an actor, what would you do?
What are you trying to say?
Saying maybe you should have changed. Just kidding.
Whoa! Next.
Fair.
What would I do? guys are so subtle. Quick, get your phones out, film him. He won't notice. What?
Well, if you could change your career, what would you do?
Well, I certainly wouldn't be doing this or answering this question right now. What would I do? I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I'd do. What do you want me to do? I am a drummer.
I don't know. I'm changing my career to work in a morgue.
How old are you?
26.
Exactly, I'm 60.
You can still change.
Well, I'm closer to the morgue than you are. I almost went there in December.
Better time to change than ever, right?
Yeah, right. Well, you never go out of business, and that's the one thing, pretty much. Working in a mortuary in any shape or form, or a morgue, or whatever. Cemetery work's good this time of year. Not quite so. Oh yeah, I like your hair. It's cute. It's cute. I like messy. Can't be bothered anymore, that's the problem. Next. Good God. It's the best of the Pacific Northwest. We got nice produce, some good restaurants. That's about it. Really? You don't like Pok Pok? Pacific Northwest in Portland? Closed? He did? Yeah, he's got plenty of restaurants. What? I'm not in your seat. Damn. Where else did I like? Ken's Artisanal Pizza. That was fun in Portland. Pizza Shoals is good. Ringside. There's some nice ones here. I mean, but we're not really in Seattle, we're in Bellevue, right? Yeah. Yeah, I've had plenty of bags of dicks, trust me. Bit of a personal question, huh? Next.
Hi, my name is Hope, and...
No! No! We're just looking for a Faith. Anyone Faith? Or middle name Faith? No? I don't have any decent liars in there, right? What?
Funny enough, my mom's name is Faith, so...
Faith, Hope, Charity, Grace. Trinity. What's next?
Heaven.
Cheddar? I don't know. What?
if you could name Jared and Jensen a different animal than moose or squirrel, what would you
How
name
the hell
them?
would you name them something different than moose or squirrel? Yeah. I'll go sorry. Lunch was ready in the VIP room. What'd you bring me? I'm not a VIP, apparently. God. Nobody cares. I got a hellhound. Sorry, what did you want to know?
If you could name Sam or Dean
No.
for a different name
Why?
other than moose or squirrel, what would you name
The only reason why we got to Moose and Squirrel is an easy story, right? So Sarah Gamble was trying to get me to have tons of insults for Jared. So, you know, Gigantor, Giraffe, Mop-headed Lumberjack, Jolly Green. That was quite fun. And then there's that one moment where I'm in the burned out mansion, and I turn around to Dean and say, "Where's your moose?" Because all he went to, and it was perfect. Because a moose is basically a car driver killing system on sticks. It's a giant 2-ton body with horns and these little spindly legs that fold up at just the right height to send the thing with horns right through your windshield and kill it. And like, Jared has a ridiculous amount of upper body strength. He flips 400-pound tractor tires all day, etc. As far as I'm concerned, he's got kind of chickeny legs. Last time I said that to him, he tried to kick me in the head. But there you go. So moose to me just made me laugh like uncontrollably. I thought it was brilliant. So moose happens, then you've got to have squirrel, and you have moose and squirrel. My favorite one and I'm sorry you heard this before, but my favorite one ever is when I was having the date with Jodie Mills. Do you remember that episode? Whereas you as an audience know who I am, but she doesn't, is the whole point. So it's really nasty. So I'm on this date and she's crying and holding my hand and something bad is going to happen to her at some point. And the phone rings, right? And because we're on set, Robin, our wonderful props co, used to read all the off-camera dialogue for us. She's brilliant at it. And so when I'm on set and a phone rings, it doesn't actually ring. It's just somebody going, ring, ring. So I hear, ring, ring. And I think it's really funny that I pick up the phone and I go, this is the king. And it's a conversation between me and Dean. And so this was great. So we got to post-production after we'd finished filming. It was a great scene. And I saw it in the episode. And post-production had put in a ringtone for me, which was funny. So, but of course I never heard it on the set. So it only happens post-back. So it's quite I'm just looking at my phone. So the phone rings and it goes, I like big butts on a camera. But of course I pay no attention to this because I never actually heard it, but it just looks like I don't care. So that was the first funny bit. And then I looked down at the phone and they took an insert shot, the second unit took an insert shot of the phone and it says, not moose. Which I thought was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So you not only have moose and squirrel, we have moose, not moose, squirrel, Boris and Natasha, really. So, kind of fun. Kind of good. Who's next?
Hi, I'm Ed. I'm from Fall City, Washington.
Hey, Ed.
I want to know what your favorite or most meaningful of your tattoos is.
I only have one tattoo. I do. I have one tattoo. I have one tattoo and it's meaningful.
Nice, I like that answer.
It's true. I'm covered. So. What?
Hi there. I'm Stephanie. I'm from here.
Here? Where you actually live in this room?
Yes. It's
Wow.
amazing, isn't it? I rented
No,
it
not
out.
really.
No.
Bit chilly.
Chilly. Okay. So you had some of the best lines in the show, and
Some of the best lines.
all.
I had the best lines in the show. No one in the history of torture has been tortured with torture like the torture you'll be tortured with. So I get a round of applause for being old and actually being able to remember it.
So if you could pick your favorite line, what would it be? Would it be that one?
Could be Where's Your Moose? Could be. Could be. Hello Boys obviously has a great deal of meaning. But I like the line that I did that they took out. Even when I lose over it. Which was the entire purpose of the whole last 2 episodes. But they took it out. But it's so I made a T-shirt of it just to annoy them.
Oh, sweet.
It's kind of fun.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Do you know why Crowley's smoke was red?
Yes.
Can
Next. Sorry, is there a question? You asked me a question.
Why is that?
We had to differentiate it. It had to be necessary that it was differentiated from others. We had a whole thing about not having the eyes go red the same way. I mean, because if you think of the canon of how things work, I'm a very different demon. So you're talking about the scene with Laura and Tom where it disappears. Oh my God, yeah, that was the auction after the auction scene, right? I don't remember all this stuff. But it was very important that it was different. I thought it was done brilliantly. It was red and black, Manchester United colours. But then the worst one was when I was doing the scene with Sam, and I'd been holding on to not having my eyes change colour for years, trying to make sure it didn't happen. So we always held on to the idea it's a possibility that I could have been an angel. Think about it. It's a possibility. So we always played something close to it, and then Jeremy was like, I'm changing your eye colour. He said, but I'm going to have smoke coming out the middle. I went, cool. So I have smoke coming out of my red eyes, which is kind of cool. I like that.
Thank you.
What?
Hi, my name is Shelby, and I was just wondering, what do you love most about acting?
I don't know. No idea. The telling of stories is a wonderful and sacred thing. Actually, I know what I love most about acting is this. This. I've got actor friends who never did conventions, never went to a convention, thought of conventions as something weird or, oh, isn't it a bit sad, or isn't it? I've heard all sorts of crazy shit about conventions from actors. And I've said, really, you're going to go sharp in a place where thousands of people tell you they love you, and then explain to you why. And you, look, I make television in front of 150 of my friends. You know, we don't get to share that with our audience. I come from live music, live theatre, where I have an audience and I see your faces, and it changes what we do. Like playing in a band, it changes what you do. The audience cheers or oohs or ahs or crying or screaming or silent. It all has an effect on our performance. And in television, we've just got our crew and the people around us doing that. When you come to a convention, you get your audience back. So one of the most perfect things ever. I remember when we were doing, when we did the Demon Dean, the eye reveal at the end of, what was that, season 9? And we were doing the eye reveal, and I remembered seeing that there was loads of fan videos of the surprise. Like people were taking pictures of people or videos of people watching that moment. And they were all mostly in like green night vision. And I said to Warner Brothers, I was like, you need to get those. Because it's the most unbelievable thing to watch, is watching our audience watching what we do, which is the gift that we have. And they did that. And that was absolutely fantastic. So it's a great question to ask. Great question to ask.
What was the question?
What do I love most about acting? And I think I love the audience.
Yeah.
I think it's such a sacred thing.
Cool.
Because we get to make TV amongst our friends, and
yeah.
we hope it works, and it
right.
gets posted, it gets done, all that stuff. But when you come to this is like live theatre, with music, you have that connection with the crowd that you don't have any other place.
Yep.
So, am I supposed to finish now?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. Please, it's rough out there, look after each other. You see anybody struggling, please help each other. It is not a good time to be alone. If you're struggling, ask for help. If you're brave enough, we'll help you. If you see somebody struggling, put your hand out and help them. That's what got me through. I wouldn't be here without that. I don't think most of my friends would be here without that. Look after each other, love each other. I love you. Thank you for this life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark Shepard. Yeah.